Than the last week. Also, it was my birthday, same day as your wedding. You see you lose, and that is curtains. Jesse, you know that he's going to be playing a very passive role. You know he's not going to be involved in a lot of altercations, or I should actually clarify, he's involved in them. He's just not the one doing any of the shooting. The shooting will be done by two people, maybe three. One of them is going to be Ambi, and he starts off very well. Spoit's also on the board. The dual F2s putting in some serious work. Kaysen will pick up his first kill. He's chasing 100 kills in stage one. Quite a tally for his rookie debut. That'll be 91 so far on the stage. Surf on the board. So 3 people on SR getting active from a kills perspective, and Spoit will get the final one. 2 kills for Ambi, 2 kills for...
Staring at inside a bathroom at the moment. So there's a couple of players here that they have to be worried about. Information gathered in the site.
And there they go. Ambi killing everybody, but then Rex
is the only person in the league with more than 1, so that's going to be devastating for his team's chances. Shotgun close range for Spirits will do exactly what they were hoping for, but the trades continue to be good. Numbers remain even in this very close second round.
Throwing frag. Reloading.
See Surf using that SR bundle, by the way, that you were talking about. Well, his skin, his kit, his uniform, not the skin itself. The gun is the old bull skin. Spoit finding Adam. Down goes hot and cold. Kaysen is on the board yet again. And for what? 2 rounds in a row? Kaysen's the only...
Right now, it's still just a stall game.
Speaking of stalling here, Spoit's trapped on the stairs. Surf with a lead-off pick. That's 3 in a row for SR. Hot and cold on the board, though. His very first kill. And Gomez will find one, too. So 2 of the 3 remaining players on 100 Thieves without a kill have broken that. We'll wait on Adam's first kill. Hopefully comes next round if you're a fan of 100 Thieves. Surf will find yet another. It's hot and cold down. These anchors getting picked off. Gomez called to action. Just a little bit under a minute to go. Nade will bypass Kaysen as he looks to strike fear into the hearts of SR. Playing in Hammam. Manages to dodge those bullets for the time being. Spirits will find his second. Down goes Surf. 20 seconds have flown by. Both of these teams very eager to narrow the numbers. If you're the Rebellion, you got to keep narrowing them now. You are at a disadvantage. Rexon will have Canadians coverage as they now have control of this bomb site. And Rexon will go for a plant. A bit of a precarious position. Canadian downs Gomez. A rare kill for Canadian. A second could be here. Oh my. Buy a lottery ticket? No. Kaysen outduels him. Diffuse kit does not go down. It's a 1v1 and Rexon wins it. Bailiff in hand, and
It's down to that final 1v1, but in the end, I think the Rebellion just did a really good job again of keeping...
Bang and Ambi in a very familiar position. He's now looking for something, allowing Canadian to take up space here. Oh my goodness, he gets hot and cold, but it's an ugly one at that. Jesse Gomez and Adam on the board. There's Adam with his very first kill. Spirit still on tower.
So they've got a lot of work to do. This is not a good spot, and with information, Gomez takes a fight, but doesn't get rewarded with the kill.
Ambi's been held in that exact same position the whole time. Spoit with 1 kill. There goes Ambi at the hands of Kaysen. It's all up to Spoit to save the day. 100 Thieves used their timeout moments ago, and it seems to be paying off. They know exactly where Spoit is. Default cam spots him. Continuing to maneuver in. Silhouette's far away. Diffuse kit even farther. 30 seconds to go. Spoit almost unwinnable, and Gomez will shred him with the Scorpion in hand. The Guzman mine handled by Rexon. So that's some information that 100 Thieves will be without. If they don't know that it's been shot away at, this could be quite challenging. Spirits with the first kill. It's on to Canadian. Down goes Surf as well. Spirits will find 3 from his position. Adam is gone. Spoit the only kill so far for SR. This is a huge round for the French Canadian as he now sits on 6 kills, tied with Spoit in the lobby, and there's still 2 more bodies to be dug. Clash slowing them down for the time being. SR really has their work cut out for them. They have to take these engagements, Jesse. They're looking for it, but 100 Thieves are giving them absolutely nothing. Gomez, a peek. Spoit's reflex is too good. Out will go the death mark. Ambi in the midst of the site, now slowed down by the clash. Kaysen on the board. No ace for Spirits. Kaysen will find 2, and 100 Thieves will... Now staring very patiently. He sees him. Patience rewarded. Adam goes down. Rexon, the leadoff pick, and they got the lineup. The air jab will go. Spirits in a bit of a tough situation. Now the nade will go. If he manages to survive here. Oh my goodness. Still alive for the time being. Spoit gets 1. Spoit gets 2. And suddenly all of 100 Thieves are falling by the wayside. What did we say? You get that opening pick? You do really, really well. Spirits kills Gomez, and then kills Ambi and Surf. Also looking for Canadian as he's in pursuit. Not able to do enough damage. Drops him and now has to worry about Spoit. Sitting on 9 kills, the Swede hoping to break double digits. Spirits is at 8. He's within striking distance. Canadian has been picked back up, and Spirits is still on the run. Rexon starts things off. Rexon finishes things.
Some of the opening picks. But yeah, for the bans on the other side, we are going to
Throw of things that you can use when wall denial. Yeah.
and we've seen the wall denial up and yeah.
This is what gave SR the advantage on their first attack. 100 Thieves have to do something with it too.
Hot and Cold finds Spoit. Blink and you miss it. There's another as well, not far removed. He gets Surf. That one technically wasn't his kill. I believe that was Spirits who picked that one up. Houghton just got the secure, but with it, that's 2 very early kills for 100 Thieves. Once again, if you get the opening pick, you win the round. That has how the first 6 rounds have played out. 100 Thieves are hoping that that continues. If the streak breaks, Rebellion's lead grows. Final 20 seconds now. SR outnumbered by 2. Ambi, Canadian, and Rexon, the last 3 remaining. Everybody still up on 100 Thieves as they look to break in, and Canadian will be the one to stop this. His attention goes elsewhere. He's distracted. Ambi, the only kill so far. Diffuse kit going down. Objective play has not been that important so far. Ambi will die at the hands of Adam, and it's a triumphant first round of the second half.
How it goes with these teams, Parker. Very close, though, is Surf. Right up on the breach. He doesn't have a way out of here, so he has to fight his way out, but he loses it to Case, and that's 7 now on the board for the rookie, and he starts to play this util. This is good space taken for 100 Thieves, but they gotta watch out for the stall.
As it happens so often, Gridlock shrugging off a lot of that damage. Hot and Cold's found an opportunity to get the Fuse Kit down, but Ambi will hit the flank. Goodbye to Hot and Cold. Now a rotate as Ambi positions himself towards the window. Spoit finds 2 Case and yet another. Ambi outdueled by Adam. A vault in. 30 seconds left to grab that Diffuse Kit for Adam and Kaysen. Rexon and Spoit still remaining as Spoit's 2 kills have now put him in double digits. Down goes Kaysen. A single kill on the round is all he's going to be able to muster. Now Adam with Diffuse Kit in hand. Shut down by Rexon. No real hope there whatsoever.
That might mean that the Rebellion are moments away from getting that 6th one on the board. Surf in a really cheeky spot, too. They seem to know his position. It's a great clear. Spirits and the Blackbeard does perfect work, but immediately there's an answer. Spoit with one back on a Hot and Cold in 35 seconds. SR continue to hold the lead.
Reloading.
If you keep making 100 Thieves bleed, you're gonna last a little bit longer. They'll bleed out far quicker. The 3 remaining players of 100 Thieves now over on the old tower side, and they've got 1 player trapped inside a bathroom. Rexon takes down Kaysen after Spoit falls to the hands of Spirits. 1 for 1, but that still benefits the Rebellion as they have no damage done to the 3 remaining players. Gomez and Spirits will now need to clutch up with just 10 seconds left on the round. There's 1 kill. Canadian dropped by Spirits. Diffuse Kit in hands for the French Canadian. He's still looking for kills, though. Running out of time. I don't know if this was the right decision. Ambi and Rexon get exit kills right as the timer runs.
Like even man count in the 2v2, but the 3rd man, the clock, just a bait so far.
Out go the Candelas, out go the smokes. Spirits looking to capitalize off of this. Charging in with shotgun in hand. He's punished by Spoit, who's on the ground. A great read from the Swede. 14 kills is all he'll get as Kaysen finds kill number 9, but is on the ground bleeding out. Adam on the board now as well. They've trapped the Clash in the corner. Taking care of him is Adam. He's fired up just when he needs to be. If Kaysen can be retrieved, then the advantage in numbers goes back to 100 Thieves. If not, it's a 2v2 with 20 seconds left. Houghton will allow Kaysen to crawl on over as Ambi and Canadian will stand the test of time. Clock continuing to run. 100 Thieves clinging to this map. 2 kills in the next 5 seconds is what they need to do. They're not able to find it just yet. Kaysen getting Diffuse Kit down. Canadian goes for the vault over, shuts it down. Hot and Cold gets the final 2 kills. Slight improvements, the team's fortunes will go up. Again, they finished last in their group during kickoff. Expectations were probably not that they would make land, but here they are. Certainly within striking distance, but still with some work to be done. Final 35 seconds, and their Surf getting quite active. Not a lot of bullets left in that Vector as he vaults over. He finds 1. Kaysen gets 2, breaking 100 kills for the rookie, but it might be all for naught. A Pyrrhic victory for Kaysen as 100 Thieves are now reduced to just 2 players. Make that 1. Adam against 3 from Shopify Rebellion. Spoit at 16 kills. An impressive tally from the Swede. He won't get any more. Ambi the final frag, and the Rebellion will take their...
Your stars showing up a little bit more, like that's a no-brainer, but you do have to give, I think, when they moved the sides around, once he got to hold an F2 in his hands,
it will be extra slow. I think we might have to add an extra minute of extra time to the round. So 4-minute rounds here for these teams to do battle. Spirits is choked off. Rexon the first kill. Spirits answers back, takes care of Rexon, but not after Gomez is gone. Adam is hoping for a cheeky play as he scouts himself in. A little bit of reconnaissance for the Snake, as we come to expect with that operator. Final 30 seconds now. 100 Thieves completely lined up with the exception of Adam, who's now joining them. So all four looking for an entry. They managed to isolate one as the Bees track down Spoit, and off to the race the Spirits will go. He gets him. Clear passage. A Nitro Cell blows up hot and cold. Diffuse Kit in the hands of Kaysen. He's wounded though, and a charge up as Canadian attempts to salvage the round. Down goes Adam. Diffuse Kit is good, but they kill them all. Surf drowns the last two players of 100 Thieves and shoots the body for good measure as the Rebellion take round one.
A little bit of disrespect maybe being shown across the aisle, but hey, that's just the game that we play.
Die to somebody who, you know, because they have legs, have moved to that spot. Typically, if you're droning, intel's good for 5 to 10 seconds. Tops. What is this?
Whoa.
Good lord. Ambi using every single bullet in that P90, and it does not work out. A brawl ensues, though, as teams trade bodies left and right. Gomez and Hot and Cold, really low HP. They managed to get Spoit from above, so even if he does have very little remaining, Hot and Cold can still make his presence known. That leaves Canadian and Rexon to hold down the fort in the final 45 seconds.
I like the attempt there from Ambi, but ultimately it is just for naught. It's Rexon and Canadian now to lock down in the 2v3. They both are around the site. They are very close, and I don't think they realize just how deep Adam is inside the bomb site. Certainly not. Hot and Cold for his third of the round leaves Canadian with the Clash all alone in a 1v3.
Surely Canadian will win a 1v3, right?
Nah,
just as everybody's predicted. I got a lot of money riding on this, Jesse. Please, my family, my poor family. On Cold and Gomez on a single point of HP. Canadian can easily win this. My goodness, no way. There's no way. Old dog. New tricks. What?
And then back off, trying to bait the swing out from Ambi, but he hasn't got it yet.
Testing their reflexes as Kaysen has been off to a slow start here. Spoit takes down Spirits. It's a brawl inside the site. Canadian takes two with a Nitro Cell. I'm going to say something that I haven't said in
Loads of time, Diffuse Kit in hand. They've got good utility too to try to get this vert and make some space, force some of these players out. The information flows and they get a good angle, but it doesn't matter when they lose their fights. Surf finds the head of Gomez and leaves the rookie in a 1v2.
Already eclipsing the 100 kill mark in his rookie campaign, first time in his career, and as you said, probably hundreds more to come as long as he keeps up this level of play. He's got his work cut out for him now as he cuts his way through this labyrinthian portion of the bottom floor bomb site. Canadian and Surf still standing, 9 kills between the two of them. Surf wounded, but Canadian is still there in reserve. Time running out. Canadian takes the engagement. How does he do it again?
These last two rounds, I'd still expect it to get banned, but they will go.
Their slow start for Adam does not bode well for this 100 Thieves team. And that certainly doesn't bode well for them at all. A Nitro Cell lands in the lap of Spirits. Ambi, the leadoff pick. Rebellion across both of these maps have been terrific at drawing blood before 100 Thieves can, and it's so difficult when you've spent the last hour and a half playing from behind. Now Kaysen is gone as well, as Ambi picks up yet another. Gomez makes his presence known by firing away a little too early. The cross held by Rexon. Gomez flattened. They just called their timeout, and yet the likelihood of a flawless round victory for the Rebellion has never been higher. All of these rounds have been so competitive. Adam will need to break his goose egg. He won't do that. Ambi gets a 4K.
Falling apart because they've been quite one-dimensional with Spirits on that shield, maybe aside from round one. They moved him off of it now. They put him on the Grim for the first time this game, and well, I don't know if it's perfectly correlated, but that's an opening pick for Adam. He gets one immediately traded out, and Hot and Cold starts to plant.
Ambi trading it back. Plant going down. Nobody wiser. 100 Thieves get out of Dodge with 4 players still alive in a mad scramble as the clock shortened from 1.5 minutes down to 45 seconds. 10 seconds already knocked off. 100 Thieves getting in under cover of darkness, getting Diffuser down, and Rebellion knocked on their back feet despite being at equal man count. You got to make a move. Half of the timer now eclipsed. Nobody moving on the side of Rebellion. They draw Canadian in on the shield. Kaysen goes down. Hold on a second. SR sinking their teeth in. Ambi huge. Canadian gets it done. What did we just watch?
For the Rebellion.
They'll run right through the fire and the flames. 100 Thieves taking damage in the process, but they've got a target, and Surf manages to outduel them. Remember, it's always faster to swap to your sidearm than it is to reload, and Surf understands that. Taking damage, Rexon goes down. Canadian now searching for kill number 7. He'll get it. It's an ugly one, but he manages to take care of Kaysen. Advantage swings back in favor of all out. And again, Canadian has full control of above. A very linear and straightforward execute from 100 Thieves. Without top floor control is usually a death sentence. Hot and Cold thinks that he can get the defuse, get down. Up pops Surf. He's caught them by surprise. Ring around the rosy now as he sees the thermite, but for a second, Canadian, the only casualty amidst that fray. Ambi will join now as Adam is left empty-handed. He's found 3 kills, so he's managed to get on the board, but he has no time remaining, and Surf and Spoit will likely just play keep away, denying Adam those final kills. Defuse kit might as well be on border. 6-0 for Rebellion. Indomitable in the first half.
Maybe you have to get a little unorthodox. Go outside of the regular scope of what you usually do. We're on the previous map of Fortress, so I want to see them be able to take away the information.
1 minute and 50 seconds away from a berth in Paris.
Flash out!
I agree 100%, Parker. This is going to be a tall task. Here comes the entry. Ambi will find it. The Blackbeard goes forward. The pistols are out, and it nearly takes down Kaysen. 1 HP left on the rookie for 100 Thieves, and they will have to find a kill back somewhere, but it's not coming. Just struggling with this shield pressure, and now the clash will come up, but it doesn't even matter. Here's a flank. Okay, Kaysen back with 2, and that's man advantage for 100 Thieves.
He manages to rope around and get both Ambi and Surf, the 2 that had chased him off of that position. I don't know if you saw, but Ambi almost hit Surf as well. That's how quick his reaction time was after taking care of Adam before switching to the secondary. So a bit of a blown tire for SR as they look to get back on the road. They'll do that with Spoit taking out the remaining 10 HP that was there for Kaysen. Spirits eliminates Canadian. I didn't hear the Candelas or the smokes go off, so that's some utility lost and a bad death for Shopify Rebellion again. 100 Thieves need to win 6 consecutive rounds, so if this one goes poorly for SR, you've still got time to fix it. Final 45 seconds now as the 2 remaining players of Shopify Rebellion, Rexon and Spoit, will work together, but they have to confront 2 gas canisters held by Spirits, a clash, and of course, all the guns that come with it. Looks like 100 Thieves will finally get their first round, Jesse, as it's all Rexon left for the side of the Rebellion. He knows how tough this one is. Bailiff in hand, Gomez gets the job done. It will not be a perfect 7-0, but SR still those logic bombs. Soft destruction and hard destruction still going off. Surf has somehow found himself in a precarious position, finished off by Spirits as Ambi gets on the board. Down goes the Frenchman. Canadian taking a lot of damage from that Nitro Cell. Rexon also on a single point of HP. It's a rough go of it in terms of life, but Rexon, with just what little remains, gets Gomez, just as Hot and Cold did the same in that first half. You can frag. As long as you have a single point of HP and a gun in your hand, you can make your presence known. The advantage now for Rebellion, but there's bruised bodies across the board here, Jesse.
Still 2 players up top. They do not want to give up the space. They know if they do, it's round over, so they have to fight for every inch. Here's the swing from Ambi. 2 massive kills, and it's a 1v4 for Adam. He can't get it done. Ambi with the final shot.
Interview after that victory. Canadian Troy, congratulations on this one. You guys make the Esports World Cup. These guys were saying it. You are inevitable. You go to every single international event. You go to this one again. We'll see you in Paris in just a few weeks. I mean, you had a great individual performance on this last map as well. What are you feeling right now? Is you got some of the blood flowing again? We saw the old Troy back in the lobby.
Rookie of the year.
Well, I mean, sure, but I think that part of it's irrelevant. It felt no different. I just think I had opportunities. I think that's really it. The team was playing good. I think when the team's playing good and I get opportunities, that like stuff like that can always happen. If we're working well together, have good comms, all that, then I see the game a lot more clearly and can make better decisions. When we're a disaster, then God knows. So.
Well, Troy, congratulations. You're far too humble. Take the spotlight. It was a wonderful performance from you. I want to talk about round 2. I want you to kind of run me through that big 1v3 clutch. However, I also want to show you the beginning of the round because Ambi set you up for success in that late round. Take a look at that.
That guy was like, what the?
I mean, I think we need to play it back for you really quick.
He told me they were all 1 HP. I couldn't see. It's like very like, I'm going to be honest, it's blurry. Wow.
It's a lot of shots.
He is out there. He is out there. Yeah, I don't know. we had like decent info on where they were at. There's also like a bit of a different setup on this site. Normally, you know, the whole floor is shredded, so it was pretty viable to actually play on the site here. There wasn't vert on me, and we just like we knew they could only drop or come through the security side. I think the first guy I killed was the only one that was full HP, and the other ones we knew were 1 HP. So at that point, it was just like I got that first one, and then it was kind of free because I knew they weren't in the site. I think I heard the other guy going green, so then I rotated, killed the other guy with the bomb. It's honestly, it was a rough situation for them. I think
it was still clean, and you took it and made it look clean. Just really quick, are you kind of surprised that they don't ban Clash against you guys, given your success rate is so high when the Clash is available?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's like a pick your poison kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that's like kind of an advantage that we have over some other teams is that, you know, it's another op that we can abuse and like you potentially have to worry about. Because yeah, like there's a lot of maps, right, where you do like the standard wall denial bans or Mira, or they do like Tachanka and Azami. I know they used to do Tachanka Clash actually on that. But yeah, I think it's just kind of pick your poison thing of like what you kind of want to deal with. They apparently really don't like Tachanka on that map, which I mean is valid. Like it can be really strong on that map. So yeah, it's just kind of pick your poison. Also, I was only supposed to play Clash once. The other time, I literally
so you're having fun.
Well, they banned the smoke, and I think our pregame talk wasn't like the perfect one for that setup. So then we kind of scrambled, and it actually worked out because they planted in a shit spot for the Clash. So then we just defused.
Well, Troy, I knew we were going to be talking to you. Of course, you are inevitable, as we already said. After SLC, though, you did mention that you thought a lot of your struggles as a team came down to mentals. Is that something you guys have been working on kind of going into the stage, going into playoffs? Because we could hear your guys' comms, and I honestly thought today you guys were having more fun than I feel like I've ever seen you guys. Spoit was up, jumping around the room. Like, it was crazy.
The thing is like if you're playing good, you're gonna have fun. Like I mean I think 100 Thieves previously have been a team that's like, oh, we're goofy, we're funny, we just always have fun. But then, you know, you start losing, it gets quiet. At the end of the day, it gets quiet. Or you make a really bad joke like, well, at least it's not 7-1 right now, or like
they made a couple
like
of those back then.
right, and then it's just like no one's happy about that. Like, sure, you're gonna laugh, but it's not gonna be a sincere laugh, right? Yeah. So like at the end of the day, like everyone, you want to play good, you want to win, but like I think if you feel that you're playing good, you're gonna have fun. You know, like if we're working together, if we're having good ideas, if we're talking back and forth, having good teamwork, all that, you're gonna have more fun. But if you're just going through the motions and, you know, the other team's just slamming you and you're not coming up with solutions and it feels like you're not even trying, it's not going to be fun no matter what. So I think it kind of comes from that. It is something that we focused on and like talked about, but I think the biggest thing that we've put an emphasis on is like just having a good attitude and not getting frustrated by mistakes and like just making sure that we're honing in on our fundamentals of teamwork and how we want to play the game, because I think there's been the opposite of that where sometimes like we'll make, you know, just a mistake in a round, but we had the right idea. And really all it has to be is like, okay, we just double down on the fundamentals, like we sync a bit better there, you know, we go with the right target and, you know, and then that round goes fine. And then now all of a sudden we're not like scrambling and trying to problem solve some problem that doesn't even exist. So.
All right, Troy, congratulations again. Thank you so much for your time. As always, we'll see you in Paris in a few weeks, and we'll see you next week as you guys hunt for the NAL title.
Thank you very much. See you guys around.
I'll see you later. That was a fantastic performance from Shopify Rebellion as a whole. It's Ambi, your match MVP, but everyone performing well on the Shopify Rebellion side. And on the other hand, you know, you got to talk about 100 Thieves a little bit. They just did not show up.